It's a beach time. Beautiful San Diego.
This is where I'm staying. My gracious Airbnb host is Genevieve, Tony. This is where I am crashing for the foreseeable future. Big futon guy. Is Gus sleeping? Her child. She just got a new dog and she's absolutely nuts about it. Hello, Gus. I swear she's not like abusive. He just likes to sleep. So she shuts him in there. Ah. Stupid ass. Are you bringing a towel? We're about to hit the beach. I'll probably get burnt. Heard it's snowing in New Jersey right now, so that's a beautiful thing to hear. We're gonna stay out here for as long as it's snowing there, which could be a long time.
Can we move this up?
Is that what's happening?
If you don't do this smoothly, you're fired. Hey! Beautiful.
Oh shit, you live in the canyon, how big is your mansion? Yeah. Fresh out of school, now you working and focus on fashion. Pretty girl and you let go. Got time but you got goals. Hey baby, waste your time with me in California. Hey baby, waste your time with me in California. La 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 la, yeah, I met her at a 1-0. La 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 la, now we at the same house party. La 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 la, if you wanna waste time, baby, waste your time with me in California. Hey baby, waste your time with me in California. Oh shit, you born in the Hamptons, I heard that's expensive. Damn, and you famous on Insta, your pics is a blessing. I think you could be a centerfold, no need for the money though. Hey baby, waste your time with me in California. Hey baby, waste your time with me in California. La 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 la, yeah, I met her at a 1-0. La 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 la, now we at the same house party. La 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 la, if you wanna waste time, baby, waste your time with me in California. Hey baby, waste
No, too bad.
So we're out at
I'll have to go to a hot dog stand.
King Queens.
Yeah.
The margarita's fantastic. It's like as big as my hand. Also, is probably the highest rated marg on Instagram so far for me, I think. Roman got iced coffee. Tony's drinking piss water. What do you got?
Skinny Mark.
Skinny marg?
Skinny Mark.
Any good?
Yeah.
What makes it skinny?
It's just like dinosaur stuff, I guess. I don't know.
A little watered down.
Fresh lime.
So we're gonna have a fucking day. We're gonna get after it, but then we're gonna put the work in this week, all right? Right, Roman?
Happening.
You're gonna finish your project this week?
Yes.
If any of y'all are Star Trek fans, we're gonna have to check out his project afterwards. He's putting together a fucking sequel. Oscar nom.
Yeah. So much money, you gotta put that shit on scale, nigga. We ain't not going back to being broke. One time for all my young niggas in the trenches. Woo! Ain't chasing a bitch, I'm chasing a dream. You know the routine. Oh damn, look what a nigga that made of the team. You know the routine. I know why they jealous, I be on the type of stuff they never seen. You know the routine. Whole nother level, I shit on the niggas and ain't even mean it. Whoa, whoa. Young nigga blowing all money, spend a million, make back. Whoa. Made enough off my own hustle, I don't even gotta rap. Grinding, I get it, stacking, I spin it, you know the routine. You know the routine. Popping the tags, getting the bags, you know the routine. You know the routine.
Michael Murray put a hole in my jeans. I ain't playing in the whole nother league. Go to Philly, then I go to Reddy's, then I get a rollie, then I meet a bitch, and then I get a zip, and then I take a dip into her reminisce. I feel like Carson Wentz, I got the wisdom. If a nigga shit the bitch, I got a funny feeling that you niggas fooling. Boy, still the coldest. This the moment I come different, yo. Yeah, bake for Lauren, no monkey business, can't H&M us, no. Shout out to women in Cape Town, Africa's always a great time. Donald said all of us live in huts, I tell him dummy go to Lagos. All you niggas like to play tough, you really hating cause your pay stuff. Philly women really chilling with me now, I really can't stop saying John. The double M genius is back, mo. See me was sneaking with Fat Boy, see they can sleep on my raps they had, but who really can bag? Full on, bitch.
Spin a milli, make back. Man enough off old hustle, I don't even got a rap. Grinding, I get it, stacking, I spin it, you know the routine. Popping the tags, getting the bags, you know the routine. You know the routine. Nah, we living, I ain't gotta post it. I ain't even boasting. How many times I gotta tell you about these rides, erasing ghosts? How many times I gotta tell you that a mob look kosher, notion? How many famous bitches do I gotta fuck for the love of the culture? Oh Lord, everything kosher. Came in this bitch with a chip on my shoulder. Took it to Vegas. I bet it all at the table at poker. Just look at their faces. I know they don't like how I'm fucking them over. These niggas is crazy. You never gonna catch me out rocking a choker. I'm on some shit right now. I'm feeling lit right now. We got your snake in the grass. He getting clipped right down. I got 100 in cash. I'm about to spend right now. They try to put me in last, but what do it look like now? Young nigga blowing old money. Spin a milli, make back. Man enough off old hustle. I don't even got a rap. Grinding, I get it, stacking, I spin it. You know the routine. Popping the tags, getting the bags. You know the routine. You know the routine.
No mas. I'm drinking from the dog hole.
Raekwon with the whoop deals, slice of pine we all eat, stick a straw in my cough syrup. I don't fuck with these weirdos, swear to God to be paranoid. Treat the jet like it's cab fare, solar brick came back for it. Your whole clique be your pallbearers, RIP for a small error. Black Phantom, Bless Pharaoh, Black Bow, rest well. Collins Ave in the high rise, cocaine white skyline. What I labeled a memoir, to broke niggas is sci-fi. Bad bitch on my sideline, name tatted on 5 wives. Stacking money like Mayweather, and they heard I got 9 lives.
It's Monday night. Let me clean off a little bit. Act like I do this for a fucking living. Monday night. I actually have the apartment to myself right now. I don't know where everyone went. So I'm staying with Genevieve. She has a roommate, Roman, and then Tony was the old other roommate who moved back to New Jersey, but still comes out because they're all like best friends and shit. And then here I am just fucking making a mess all over their apartment. Yesterday was really fun. Went out, we brunched, we hopped to, I think we counted 6 different bars. Passed away. I'm a big pass away guy. I'm a big futon guy. I'm a big rooftop guy. That's what we've learned. Steve says I have a rooftop fetish. Big barefoot guy too. I always say this. I'm the best version of myself when I'm barefoot and I'm hungover. I don't know why that is. Today though, that fucking recharged me yesterday. I don't know what it was. I came out on vacation. I've been trying to recharge and get ready for 2020, and I didn't want to force it, but I hadn't been feeling it. I wasn't like, this vacation had not done that for me. Because at this point last year, I remember when I visited my grandparents, like last vlog, I was out in Florida with my grandparents. I remember when I visited them, I was so into my work at the time. Like every day I was waking up really fired up and like ready to write and research and shit. And I've not had that in a minute because I was so burnt out from the in-season content. But today I woke up feeling fucking energized, feeling good to go. And that was with a hangover and amongst other things. This week we are going to zamminate, big capital Z. So I'm feeling good, and by the time I get home, I booked my return flight yesterday. So it's Monday right now, I'm coming home on Saturday. Tomorrow's Tuesday, we're doing Taco and Tattoo Tuesday. That's gonna be fun. They got the best. Every time I come out here, all I do is drink margaritas and eat seafood. Like, I think 85% of the meals I've had so far have just been seafood, some kind of fish. It's so good out here in California. The vacation thus far has been fucking fantastic. It's been a lot of fun. It's exactly what I've needed. So hopefully the next 4 or 5 days really get me rested up, recharged. I come home and ready to fucking roll. Because as soon as February hits, I got my content schedule down today. A lot of what I was doing today was planning out what I want to do for the next 3 months leading up to the NFL draft. So I got that done in terms of scheduling, like what content we want to put out on what days of the week and how we're going to maneuver around that shit. When I get back to Brooklyn, I'll break down more in detail about what's actually going on in the business in terms of partnerships and affiliates and, you know, who is now helping us create content and all that stuff and the creation of the draft guide.
Are you getting this?
On my shin. I don't know which side. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see. Do you have did you already show her the design?
I didn't yet.
No? So depending on get tattoos. What's the name of the place? Do you know?
SD Tattoo.
SD Tattoo. Wow, that's very basic. San Diego
know.
Tattoo. So we're going to get matching ones. We're going to get palm trees. I'll be honest, at first I was a little against it just because of the basic nature of the tattoo. But we're in San Diego, so I'm good. And the next place I wanted was my shin, and it fits like a good space for the shin. So it's going up and down. You're lucky.
I feel like you were really about it when I said palm tree. You were like, oh yeah?
Well, I thought about the
Palm
shin
tree.
right away, and I was like, yeah,
Okay.
it works. You know what I mean? What percentage of people in San Diego have a palm tree tattooed on them?
99%.
I'm cool with it, though.
99.3.
All my tattoos are very random, so this fits in with the theme of my body.
Let's get it.
We'll show you in the tattoo shop. Damn. Yeah, break it. Can't wait.
It's a small tattoo. You'll be all right.
Yeah. Tony says somehow I got whiter when she shaved me.
Fucked up, guys. I don't want that. You asked for this responsibility.
Yeah, it's time to grow up, G.
Mature and horny. I'm just kidding.
No, you're good, you're good. Just doing some wacky ass videos.
Can I have you?
It's dark in here. So I'm about to get on a call with FanDuel right now concerning the 2020 year. It's 11:55 on Thursday morning. We're getting on the call at noon Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern time. I'll fill you in a little bit more after the call. I'm actually pretty fucking nervous for this call. I usually don't get too nervous before these types of things, but probably should have waited till I got back rather than in the middle of traveling, but I probably should have done it earlier to save a little bit of money. This shit was expensive. Thursday, I got 2 more days here. I have this call right now. All right, I should have prepped for this call too. Sick. With or for the company for a couple of years now. This previous summer, I ended up sitting down with a couple of the team members and we got kind of a more official partnership. But just to give you a really quick background of work I do, I put out a lot of content just related to fantasy football. Most of it is related to season long and redraft and some dynasty stuff. A lot of content on YouTube. My main stuff is via video form. I put out podcasts as well. My main platform at the end of the day is definitely via YouTube. So what I would do is pretty much, we kind of got an exclusive partnership.
Promote the content as organically as possible. I guess we just kind of love to I guess gauge interest on your end in terms of your thoughts and vision in terms of partnering with us, and don't have the contract readily available at the moment. I can grab it, but I just don't have it on me.
Just one thing I'll throw out there, and I completely understand from your side if this is like out of the scope of responsibilities, and I understand I'm probably a tiny affiliate compared to a bunch of the people you talk to, but I got to sit down with the people that were working on the product. As someone that's like really, I guess, like integrate and doing the day-to-day work in the platform and responding to users and the different engagement in my audience. Like I said, I'm in New York, so if you need someone that's in the space to come in and brainstorm or give you tweaks for how the platform is working and what users respond to, I'd like to throw that out there to you. You can reach out to me anytime and I'd be more than happy to.
That's awesome. I really appreciate that, and I think it's something that
I'll say though, obviously you're going to circle back with your team. I would like to probably reopen negotiations a little bit and see if we can boost or increase what we worked upon last year. I do obviously want this to be a partnership that is beneficial to both parties, but I think when you dive into the numbers of what I did last year, probably see that there's definitely room for growth, and my users probably performed very, very well on the platform relative to other, I guess, like content creators that were pushing your stuff.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I hear you loud and clear though, and I think it's a bit of a longer term conversation as we we'll take a deep dive and have our analytics guys get me a report to kind of get an understanding of what user value was across specifically last year's users, and
I'm just thinking from a creative standpoint, if there was a way that I could put stuff out that's relevant to your platforms, football related, that's, I don't know, like off season. I guess you guys have like player prop stuff, but this is probably something I just got to do on my back end, but maybe you just had something off the top of your head, you know, something I can make like video content based around that was football related, but in the off season months.
Let me think through what that could be. I think once we start to get into...
All right, sounds good. Well, I'll shoot you over the follow-up email with the link to my YouTube stuff, and then once you get it, shoot me back any questions or whatever, and you have my number, so feel free to like text me or give me a call whenever you need to.
Perfect. Same to you. Looking forward to this, and I think it's going to be a strong long-term play here.
For sure. Thanks, Gavin. Talk to you later.
Awesome. Talk soon. Bye-bye.
All right. Well, the call's done. I'm not sure how much of that I actually let y'all peep in on, but the premise of it was, you obviously know I worked with the draft company. If any of y'all joined the best ball drafts in capacity last year, I did mock drafts for them every Friday. That was a very, very, very good partnership for both parties involved. Unfortunately, this is already public knowledge. Draft will no longer be a company. They were owned by FanDuel. FanDuel owned Draft, and what they did was they're like, fuck a draft. We are still going to integrate best ball onto our FanDuel app and platform or whatever, but Draft will be no more. Therefore, I got no contacts left at Draft, but since we killed it last year, thanks to you guys, thanks to the people that supported and watched and signed up and stuff, they passed on the good news, or the good numbers, I guess, to the FanDuel team. FanDuel wants to work with us in a capacity in this upcoming summer, so I was just kind of, talking it through what I did for draft last year, what we could do in the upcoming year, and kind of asking them about when things would kick off, but that stuff I probably can't share yet because they said it's non-public. So all in all, it was definitely a good call. Looking at it a little more optimistic, because when I first heard about it, I was a little nervous because as a creator, I'm going to talk about this much more in depth probably on my next vlog when I break down money and revenue. I know I've been saying that for like 2 months now, but finally back from vacationing and I can sit down and break it down on the fucking whiteboard for y'all. But as a content creator, you have to diversify, man, because at any point, FanDuel can chop out your best fucking affiliate, and down goes Tyson, man. They chop out a leg from you, and you gotta fucking fill that piggy bank up elsewhere, man. It's real life. As someone who doesn't get a steady paycheck, like you gotta get out there and make your own damn paycheck. So what we're trying to do. It's what we'll always do. We're not driven by the money, but we drive towards the money. You understand what I'm saying? All right. Have a great day. Love you.
Well, we're at the airport. My trip is done. My time in California has come to a close. What a fucking week. What a life. I guess we'll end this vlog on a sad note. An hour or so ago, we heard about Kobe Bryant passing away. At first, I was shocked, like everyone else, of course. When a celebrity dies, it's like, why would something like that impact you so greatly? It's like you didn't know the fucking person, and I completely understand that reaction. I don't think there are more than like 3 people in the world, celebrity-wise, that would have any sort of fucking effect on me from passing away, and Kobe happened to be one of those people. And when someone passes away like that, a lot of people have a tendency to, in today's world, people want to, they always need validation. They always want things to be about them, so they somehow, it might not even be like a conscious thing, but it's just the way the world operates today, and people need to make things about themselves. You're right. It's like Kobe passes. That's why all the news outlets are fucking assholes and reporting things like Kobe's entire fucking family, his daughters were on the plane because they want to be first. They want to make the money from it. They want the clickbait from it. So when it's a very delicate time to kind of voice your opinion on it, and I'm hesitant to talk about it. And I tweeted a long thread out about my feelings, and I think in moments like this, it's very important because you don't come across a lot of like I don't cry, daily. I don't get affected to this level by things very often. So when you do, it's important to learn from it. It's important to like self-reflect a little bit. And it's important to understand why you're reacting the way you are. And for me, it became very clear to me very quickly why the Kobe news impacted me so greatly. And it was because I was, a lot of people will be like, oh, it makes you realize how life is short and whatever. Like, that's not subjective to Kobe. Like, you should be realizing that shit every day. And it's a reason, that's a whole other topic. But for Kobe individually, the reason this impacted me was because I was a huge fan of Kobe growing up. It was the first jersey I ever got. I remember the yellow Laker, number 8, first jersey I ever got as a kid. Played basketball religiously growing up. It was my favorite thing in the world, and I loved watching Kobe. He was the first autobiography I ever read, so I read about him, growing up in Italy and shit like that. And my best friend Kenny, when we were younger in 4th or 5th grade, developed brain cancer. He had a brain tumor, and he ended up passing away. And his make-a-wish was to go fly out to California and go see Kobe play and meet him. And he brought me back a few signed pieces of memorabilia from Kobe. And Kobe had an impact on my childhood, but the impact I'm referring to is the work ethic that Kobe had, man, was unmatched. And he was someone that, no matter what you were watching or listening to or reading about him, like in interviews, the first thing he always talked about was the amount of work he put into things. Like, his work ethic is, you can't overstate how strong it was. And he was one of the first very transparent people that took you behind the scenes and really showed you how important putting in the work is. And he put hard work on a pedestal, right? Like, he didn't get to where he was. He didn't become one of the GOATs because it was handed to him. He wasn't lucky. It was because he worked like a fucking animal, right? And that's what the Mamba mentality was for a lot of people, and it was for him. So he taught me at a young age, as someone who read a lot about him, how important work ethic was. And he put that on a pedestal over fame, over glamour, over the shit that comes with being an all-time LA Laker great. Like, his entire persona was made up by the fierce competitive nature of who he was as a person and how fucking hard he worked. So as a young person, it showed me that in order to achieve a certain level of success or satisfaction or greatness, that's the type of hard work you need to be able to put in as a person to get the output that you're looking for. So that's what I realized today, and I don't think I knew that, but I think the work ethic that I have today is partly due to the fact that I looked up to Kobe as a kid. So that is why this is affecting me a little bit, but I'm just trying to appreciate what he has done for the country, because I think the entire country, it's crazy because he was such a big person, celebrity, athlete, whatever, but he also just made such big contributions off the court. And of course, he had these daughters and he has a family and all that kind of stuff. So it's really just fucking heartbreaking on a personal level. But that's the impact he had on me. Now, everyone's going to have a different experience with who Kobe was and the impact that Kobe had on your life. Maybe it was like you and your father connected through watching Kobe growing up. Maybe it was, XY, like maybe you're a basketball player and he's who you styled your game after and you worked hard because of him. And that, there's a million different reasons why he would have an impact on you, but like, it's okay to take some time to self-reflect and realize why things like this that don't happen very often impact you the way that you do. So you learn a little bit more about yourself. So those are probably my parting words for this vlog. I'm sorry to end it on a sad note like this, but this is what I try to convey in my vlogs, like give you guys a real vulnerable, emotional side of me, because this is just real shit, man. This is like Kobe gives transparency with the work he puts in. I try to hopefully relate to you guys by giving you transparency and show you the human side of myself. So I will continue crying probably for the rest of the day. But I hope you guys enjoyed the majority of the vlog. If you did, stay tuned for the next one.